Okay, shall we get started? Just didn't really feel like using a camera today. Outside of that, why is this not connected to OBS? Whatever. Okay, and I think I just closed out of something I shouldn't have. I'm good at this, you guys. I really am. Trust. Trust, trust, trust. Okay, not like anything's happening right now anyway. So we are back. Talos Principle. Just wanted to do a bit of a short stream. We're kind of getting there, not really. We have 74%, so we're slowly trucking through our puzzles.
My
A
faith in you
ditch
was
and a
not
fence.
misplaced. You have learned much and shown great wisdom in these trials. The end of your journey lies close now. Do not falter, do not fear, and do not give in to temptation.
Oh, I'm gonna give in to temptation. That's almost like a given. I don't know how temptation's gonna work. Ooh, purple. But more than likely, we are gonna give in to temptation. So this one only has 2 symbols, which means that allegedly it should be easier, right? That's how that works, right? It means that there's less different moving pieces to keep track of. Currently we do not have access to either a box or a connector, so we get to encounter our mechanics for the fight. For the fight, is there a thing over here somewhere? Let me in! Oh, there's a box here. Cool. I mean, I just have to block off one of you. Then we can see what's back here. Oh. Is that it? So, I watched somebody play this. Well, I raided into somebody who was playing this game. Oh, and did I really do the thing again? I don't need to do this. So so a couple of things that my takeaways from the person that I watched play yesterday. So first things first, they were playing modded levels, so I didn't get any kind of hints from them regarding that. But what did come up is, just things that I had not really been thinking about in terms of what I have available to me to solve solutions. And one of those things was something that I had, previously remarked that I was not doing correctly, which was using these guys to properly block, any objects that would get in my way. So I'm trying to make better note of doing that this time around. As well as the other thing was, what's down here? What's over here? Oh, it's another box. Actually, we should probably just get that, no? Or maybe we can't. I guess we can just try to do this first. So that was the first thing. The other thing currently isn't in play. because we just haven't needed it yet. But the other thing that I really wasn't thinking about, but I should have been, was there there's like the ability to do. Oop, nope, that's not what I was looking for. This photo mode, and just, you know, flying around and using this, right? Okay, let's like increase the speed. So I was not using this ever. And maybe this is what some people would consider cheating. I'm gonna tell those people to fuck off. I'll make it that easy. It's part of the game, and I'll use it if I want to. Oh, we did. What's the other box for then? Is the other box in the event that I eat my regular glue? No, there must be some other reason to it. Maybe, who knows? We'll see. We can I mean, we can obviously just go and check. No, that's not what to do. So, is there just the box in here? There is. So I guess maybe it really was just a matter of, I mean, I'll take it out, because for all I know, there might be something else to do. You have 3 boxes, right? 3 boxes or 2 boxes? 1 box. Maybe, I guess it's only 2. So maybe that's it. Maybe that was everything. And we solved it without the need for the second box because we actually used our brain for once. Right. Remember that thing where I said I was gonna start, like, using my brain? I can literally... Can camera speed, like, just save? I don't need... I don't need to have to go and, like, set it to... Hello. Oh, you came back to me, keep me company? Okay then. Humor me with a little hypothetical. Imagine that a few hours from now you climb to the top of that tower. There's a flash of light, then magic happens. Then you find yourself in the real world, living whatever you take to be normal life there. What would you do then? What's best for me? Yes, that's the general impression I was getting off you. Good. Perhaps we won't have to work so hard at this after all. Before we continue, though, I want to double check we're on the same wavelength here. Suppose you get out of there with all the human beings. What you're going to do is rinse them all for all they've got without a care for a soul. I'll only do what's best for me within a moral framework. Yeah, that one. Ah, so you do have some scruples after all. So tell me, this obligation you feel, is it only applicable to the real world, or does it apply here as well? Let's go with... Moral laws are universal. What a magnanimous dictator you would make. Of course, I'm sure it would take a dictator to enforce a single moral code on the entire universe. So come on then, what's your magic formula of choice? And let me warn you that this time, you're going to have to choose just one. The more equal everyone share, the better. Consequences don't matter, our reasons do. I see no way to explain what I believe. The more goodness in the world, the better. But what makes goodness? It's gonna like give me some like goodness in the eye of the beholder thing. I can't explain it in one fucking sentence. Eat my dick. That's right. Blame me for the fact that your theory is too complex to express in neat aphorisms. Why don't you think a little harder? Maybe some new ideas will come to you. Only by abstaining from pleasure can we discover the good? No. The more equal everyone's share... No, we already did that one. We already looked at that. Less suffering in the world, the better, in my opinion. Trueness can only be attained through enlightenment. What if I just still say I can't get behind? Well, I'm sorry, but you have to accept that we all have limitations. Make the best of what you had in the first place, or go away and I don't care what. Oh. Well, I kinda wish I still had the other one back then. This will only end with you chastising whatever I say, let's move on. That seems right. As you wish, but the problems won't go away just because you refuse to look at them, you know. I'm not trying to look away from the problems, you're just kind of a dick. Like, I'm literally, I don't know what I'm doing, like, why are you making it out to be like I'm some sort of like, I mean, obviously you don't think I'm an omniscient being, but also you seem to think that, like, I need to have some sort of wonk wonk code or something that I don't understand why. Like, I just want to be out of whatever this is. I don't need any... Okay, so let's see. We have box and play buttons. Okay, we're doing Rapunzel. We're letting down our long hair. How long is our hair? How evil is our stepmother? How hot is our stepmother? These are my questions. Okay, I have several buttons. Oh, here we go. I was gonna say. So I mean, the obvious thing here is we stand on our button and we just pause it, right? Because if we stand on our button and pause, or, well, somewhere, oh, there's our platform, okay. I could have done that differently. Oh, I could have just... Whatever, man. Whatever, man. Okay. So we're gonna yoink this on out. Wait, hold on. Is there anything over here I need? No. Cool. Okay. So... how can we do this? We need to let down our long hair. So maybe in fact where'd I put that plate? Here it is. So I think I'm gonna want to double stack my boxes. Right. So let's just give it a try. Let's see how it goes. So I do that. And I need both of my boxes, right? What else was in this room? Oh, right, never mind. I was gonna say, it was the three things. It was the box, it was... So how back can I go? I can go back into when I'm in the reversal thing, yes or no? Okay, so if I come here, like so. Actually, even before that. So actually, let's just end it. I'm just gonna let's just turn you off. Yep. So, that does present a problem, doesn't it? That's not meant to be, but oh well. Okay. So first things first. We can grab that. Put it on top of our box. Grab this box. Put it on top. And then we can take our panel. Where did we put it? And now we send our guy over there. We have wet down our long hair. Kind of. Bam. Okay. Well, with that clears up this floor, I believe. We're gonna ignore the starts. So that was 2. We can go to 3 now. I have a window missing right now. There we go. And I fucked it. There we go. Okay, so not looking so hot with the number of different things on this one. Don't like that noise. Doesn't bode well. Not sure if that's the game or if that's my computer. And either way, it's not great. Ooh, it's snowing. Ooh, a thingy. Post 437. Like everyone else on the internet these last days, I just wanted to say bye and thanks for reading my little blog for so many years. It's been fun, hasn't it? So many deep conversations, so much philosophy. Okay. It was mostly cat pictures and bad puns, but still. I kind of regret spending so much time at the computer, not when I was doing stuff, just all the sitting around, checking my emails a million times, reading pointless status updates by people I didn't like, but I don't regret the friends I made here, or the laughs we had. You're all good people, and I'm glad I got to know you. Have a nice end of the world. Third thesis. Idea for universal history with a cosmopolitan purpose. It remains strange that the earlier generations seem to perform their toilsome labor only for the sake of their later ones. To construct for them a step from which they can raise higher in the edifice that nature intended, and only the latest of all generations have the luck to inhabit the edifice that a long line of their ancestors unintentionally constructed. And then a whole bunch of nonsense. As puzzling as this may be, it is equally necessary if one assumes the following. A species of animal possesses reason and must develop this capacity to its own perfection, being individually mortal, but immortal in the species. Humble brag. Ariana's blog entry 477, Holy humble brag, Batman. I've always known that God maketh his sun to rise on the evil and on the good, and sendeth rain on the just and on the unjust. But I must admit, it's one thing to know the words, and another to truly understand them. Though I am certain that my faith is true, that does not make me special or exempt from suffering. I'm just another human being, and God has seen billions of us come and go. And I have to say that this is surprisingly hard to accept. I always thought I was humble, but now I'm realizing that I was very proud of being humble, which is really dumb. Guess I'm not the first one to do that, huh? Hashtag regret, hashtag pride, hashtag faith, hashtag humblebrag, hashtag apology, hashtag Batman. Gotta get your hashtags in at the end of the world.
Sometimes I worry that the answers I embrace are too simple. Can we ever truly fully understand the divide between our biology and our intellect? How much is nature? How much is nurture? If my intellectual capabilities and my knowledge were replicated in a machine, would that machine be me? Would it be human? And what would be more humbling to my ego? If the answer was yes, or if the answer was no? What if I'm making too many assumptions? But there's no time to worry about my ego now. There's work to be done.
Okay, I was gonna say, I have a plate. Normally the plate gives me something to do, but as of currently, it does not really. Actually, can I even do anything? Oh, that's a purple one, so yes, I can walk through this. I could probably also point it over there, couldn't I? Oh yeah, I can. Okay. So that makes things easy on that front. We'll go check out what's over here. I believe it's just one of the lasers. Yeah. And there's our L. So we need to get, where's our blue laser bit? Wait, isn't this like actually super easy, or am I misunderstanding something? Oh, I see what my issue is. Yep, nope, never mind. I see what my issue is. Sure, why not? Let's just use all of them. Is there even a need for the fan? Aside from using it to, like, as a weight, that is. I feel like there isn't. What's the point of the box? Is there a point of the box? Am I... What am I... Oh, you know what? Maybe I can't hit... Can I? What's required back here? Is it a laser? Maybe I need to put the laser up in the... Maybe I need, yeah, I might need to put the laser up in the sky. Might be it. Because I can't... So, getting that light working... Let's just see what happens if I take this and start up the fan. It's just gonna throw me up in the air, but at what height and why does this matter? It might not matter for this puzzle, it might matter for another puzzle. That's the other thing we have to keep in mind. Like it could just be like access to a star or something. We can wait, we might just be able to hit. No, wait, no, we can't because of it's through this thing, right? So we can't actually hit it from here. Yeah. So somehow we have to hit the blue all the way back there. So how do we hit that? So that means that we need... I don't think we need the fan. I think the fan is for a different part of another puzzle. That is my best guess. But then again, how do I curve the bullet? Oh. Because I would need... Okay, so what is the box for? Box has to be for something. Does the box give me anything? Once again, the box... Putting the box on the fan... And then putting one of these on there... Unless it gives me... light... Oh, you know what? Maybe it does. No. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, okay, hold on. But then how do I do this one? Because if I'm using the fan for that button... Oh, I can use the purple. I can use the purple on it. I can use that. Okay, I think I've figured out what I want to do. So thought process is if I use it to keep that doorway open, I don't need the fan on the button. I'll come over here, turn this off for now. Put this up here. Now I can turn it back on. Well, that doesn't matter because this isn't where it's actually staying, so that's fine. Okay, we might have fucked it up a bit. Okay, we need to bring this back down. And we need to hook it up to that one. And now we're good. There. And now... we do this. Fantastic. Okay, so I was wrong. Not surprising. Not surprising, not surprised. I just for a moment didn't think I needed it. But we did, in fact. We need a box. Well, I say need. Okay, so all of these, the last remaining... Actually, I guess all of these puzzles require the same three things. Or all four of the puzzles require them. So there's that, I suppose. Nope. Nearly just jumped off the cliff. What do we got? Weather top. Okay. I don't actually know how this one opens. Doesn't seem like it's really attached to anything. Oh, I guess that explains. Can I get that from here? No. That seems kind of weird. Oh, because it is through a grate. Never mind. Okay, that's out. What's back here for the time being? You have a fan blade. We have another gobbledygook. Okay, so we need to do this. I say need to, but who knows. I can... Where is our laser starting point? Where's our starting laser beam actually? Here. So, is there any place that we can gain access to with our beam? I don't think so. I don't think these guys... Interestingly enough, I don't think the... Like, what is here? Like, how do I get access to here? I don't see any... Right? Like... Am I missing something? If I just like try to go around the edge? Nope. I feel like that was close. I'm definitely coping out of my mind as this is no way properly a solution, especially since I then have to make it back. Okay, we're gonna be done playing around with that idea. It was silly to begin with. So what would be best for me here? Somehow I'd need... access to blue? What does a box do for me? Does a box do anything for me? So each one of these things just launches it somewhere. There's a star over there. Interesting. So I need to get launched into this room, I guess. So is there one that launches me to the left somewhere? No, I'd have to get through this. So I'd need to somehow get blue here. So maybe... So we have access to those. Is there anything else? So I was thinking... I don't think we have enough. How do I get to this box? Is there a way to get this thing out somehow? What does this do for me? I have access to 2 of the doors. I don't know how to get access to that box. So I feel like that's the only solution for that at the moment. What is your purpose? How do I get you? How do I get that? So my thought was huh? Okay, that was my... Okay, that was kind of my initial thought process. So, is there a way to get... Is it easier to get this one over? Probably. I probably need it for it to be this one. So if I come back over here, launch the box. It needs to be this one on this side. Because it's the only one that's connected to the door. I want to say this is correct. But then, how do I maintain the door being open? I need to launch something else over to the other side. It might not matter what I launch to the other side. Maybe it will. For the time being, see what happens if I do this. Okay, the only thing that gets launched to the other side is when something is on the box. So, if we take something, put it on the box, launch it, take it off the box, launch the box again. Did I properly? I did not. Okay, so we want to now do this. And we're kind of hoping this works. Why is it breaking connection? It's because of something over on this side. It's because it's hitting that pole. Is there another item I can use? Because the other thing I could possibly do here is... How can I get that box? It's like this box, right? Like if I could get access to this box... I'm missing something about the box. Oh, my leg hurts. Oh, I bought a like a footrest thing because I can't really sit with my legs like at 90 degrees. I don't know why it like kills my knees. There's the star back there. We're so close yet so far. It's all because of that little... It's because of that little quip. The way that we could avoid that is if we had... I didn't think that would work that way. If we had access to the second box, we'd be fine, I think. Not quite. Even no, because it breaks. Okay, so it's technically working right now. Problem once again is we don't exactly have everything we need. So what if we take you off? you down on the ground. We're gonna... I wouldn't necessarily say brute force it. But we are gonna just kind of fidget with timing restrictions. What I goof up? I did the wrong one. That explains that. Okay, so if we now like just run it like this. Bam. You fucker you. There's a thing there. But unless I... You son of a bitch. You two deserve each other. I'm trapped. I can't stop being this. Eyes, hands, legs, trapped. Always seeing the same. Can't stop the input. Stop, 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 stop. Do not think. Simply be. You two deserve each other. Okay. So... what likely is the case, as I've, you know, somewhat hosed myself. Actually, can I just come back around? Probably not, right? For the time being, I don't want them to necessarily jump back and forth. I just want to send it back. That's not true. That's not what I wanted to do. I didn't want to send it back. I just wanted to grab the top part. See if I could snipe. I see you. Okay, well, you know what? We got the one part of the puzzle done. You don't need the star right now. I don't care about the star right now. I just want to make progress on the main game. So, for the time being, we'll be fine. That other box can go fuck itself. 3 little connectors and a fan. Okay, well, I mean, that kind of tells us what we're supposed to be working with. Alleged to be working with, if you will. Okay. We have a negator. Oh, you know, it said 3 little connectors and a fan, and then it, I'm seeing a lot more than that. Just putting that out there. So there's stairs leading up to the box. I mean, this is gonna be another one of the, like... Well, my initial thought is it needs to be another of the, like, put it on a box, shoot it up in the sky type of deals. But... how do we accomplish our goal with that? So we have this whole one over here. But we need to be able... if we can see into it from here... Right, we have the box now, so we can do this. I say that like that meant anything, because it did not, because I was wrong. I assume that it can see from back, it cannot. It doesn't need to. What does this give me access to? Because this is obviously not going to be enough, because otherwise it would make sense. So we have access to one negator. Or will, technically. We don't have access to it currently. So... if we... what if I just link it to all of them? What does that help me with? What does this do? This shouldn't let me do most of these. But I'm kind of just curious to see what it will. Is attached to everything. I cocked it. Hold on. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't connect it to the other wires. I don't necessarily know which one of these things I'm gonna need. So I want... I think this one out, right? It should be able to see that one. before turning them off. That's what I figured, but... So... Huh. I just don't have it set to the thing right now. That's on me. I thought I did. Gonna say, I feel like I probably don't have it with that. If there were a way to keep this door open, like, if I could keep this door open, and that door open, then I could get back there. But this clearly isn't gonna work. I think I'll take a break from this one for now. It seems my refusal to argue semantics with the computer has angered it. It refuses to engage with me further. Elohim is pleased, which was not my intention. Elohim is pleased because you've swallowed his claptrap. The voice of doubt is your only line of defense. Big stairs, little stairs. Ads will start in 2 minutes, so I'm gonna let those run and then we'll get right back. And we are back. So we've given up on our last puzzle. So we're gonna look at what this puzzle has. What's this one called again? Big stairs, little stairs. So we can free this box. Let's just do that real quick. This is going to give us some kind of... I'm an idiot. Okay, these are our little stairs. That's it. Okay, it gives us that. So, the button gives us this airway. Right next door. We should be able to get access. I was wrong. I figured that it would let us up there. Turns out that is not the case. For the time being, we can take more of a look around. What's up there? Another box? Okay. So we can take our one box that's back here. Can we? I assume we can use it to... Nope. I can use it for this one though. So we have a bit more steps. Now, if I were to take both of these boxes, what would both of these boxes do? Nothing as far as I can tell. Well, what if I put this on top here? Does that give me enough? Does that give me enough, Or if you're not? Okay, fair enough. It was but a test. So getting the blue light out doesn't really do anything for us. I mean, as far as I can tell, it's grab this box, bring it over here, drop it on the button. There's a blue laser. So, as far as I can tell, I'm gonna want to do this. I'm going to need to have... How's this gonna work, actually? Because it'd have to be something like this. So somehow I need to get access to this other box here, but I need red. But if I have red, then what's preventing me from... There's even another box over here too. Well, bad idea. Maybe it's... Why am I making this more difficult than it needs to be? Hold on. Am I just... Do I just eat glue? The answer is yes. The answer won't surprise you. Now, of course, should I possibly just like hose some of myself? 'Cause... Where did I put the other one? Over here. Okay, so is that the only one that we need blue for? I believe so. The other two are reds. So... If I... raise up why do you do that? Okay. Time being, we're gonna take that off. But I need another thing. No, I don't. Why do I keep saying I need another one? I just need to get it so that it's a high enough height that it's... Where'd the other one go? Am I stupid? The answer is yes. Do I have reason to believe that that worked because I didn't hear anything? No. Unfortunately. How many boxes do I have? 3? Then the answer is yes, this can work. I just have to do it correctly. Apparently not. Apparently I'm wrong. What if I did it from this one? How many... There should be another... What's it called, right? Oh, I have 3 boxes. I can get the 4th box. Yikes. I thought I had another, fan blade. Did I not? Thought I was working with 2. Yet I only am seeing the 1 currently. because it's over there. Yep, okay. That does, in fact, explain that. That's not what I meant to do. I think you could soft block yourself if you fell back down, right? Like if you just didn't come here and you fell back down, you could soft block yourself. Then again, I guess that's what the restart. Ew! You would have to restart the entire thing in the old set way, and I guess technically now we have the other option. So, what did we want from over here? Another box? Okay. So yeah. We're gonna need both fans going into the last segment of it, but for the time being we should be fine. I'm gonna use it here. You're kidding. Really? Really? Felt pretty good about that. And for obvious reasons, it's not going to work if I go just for the other one. How obnoxious can you get? What did I do with the other one? I'm using it currently. No. Where'd it go? Where'd I do it? What did I do with it? Is it back still over here somewhere? No. Am I blind? I know I'm dumb. Am I blind? Yes, it's called I'm dumb. Okay. We're just gonna... It's not gonna work. We know it's not gonna work, because we still haven't gotten all of them. But... it's not the point right now. Okay. So now we can get our box. Is it just gonna be, like, push it all the way up with all the boxes? How did I manage to do this before? How did I manage to do this before? Like, somehow at the beginning of this, I managed to go and, like, grab the box and... There we go. Why did I need to do that? Why didn't I just take the box? Why am I stupid? What was... Why did I do that? I didn't need to go back up there. Oh my goodness, I don't have fucking brains in my head. Okay, so technically we're not done here, but if I wanted to, like, I can come back later. I'm not gonna do this right now. Cause we have how many things? We have five. We have 5 freebies. I don't know what that actually means. I don't know if using those will actually end up doing. We have 5 freebies though currently. Technically, we could have up to like another. So like I could use one there if I needed to. How many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And we're not even anywhere close to that. And we haven't been getting stars, so we're not also close to that either. So. 4 it is. Pets. Please remember to release your pets. While it's true that not all pets will be able to adjust to living without you, many will manage, and the least you can do is give them a chance. Just remember to release your pet before you become incapacitated. If you notice any locked-in animals in your area, please take the time to free them. Leaving the doors and windows of your home open will turn it into a useful shelter. Setting out large quantities of dry food may help your pet through the transition period. Sarabhai gone, lost day to grief, unable to focus, Drennan working as if possessed as she sleep, getting tired. Oh. And contraries. Without contraries is no progression. Attraction and repulsion, reason and energy, love and hate are necessary to human existence. boxes and lights. Well, aren't you fun? Okay, I'm gonna need like a nullifier thing somewhere for that. What do we have over here? So we have access to 2 of these guys right now. Cool. Just do that for the time being. It's very runkled at the moment because we're really trying. But we have a couple of things now. Still not quite there. Is there any way to get it so that it is? So we have blue. What can we nullify? Oh wait, we can nullify. For the time being, we'll just nullify that. Okay, so looks like that might not be the answer. What else can we nullify? I could... nullify that. But then I can't get back through here. Because my thought was I can use one of these to shoot into that, which would cut off the airflow. Or can I just cut off? I can't, right? I can't just like do that. Yeah, I didn't think so. But I can figure out a way. You never, like, what happens if I try to place something in the doorway? I don't really think I've ever tried it, but I also feel like it's gonna work pretty much as I anticipate it won't. Bro, this fan is massive. Like, it's one tile wide, but it takes like 4 tiles worth. Like, it's got power. It's strong. So there's some way to kill it. I have a box and 2 of these guys. I no longer need this section because I can't even use it for anything. So if there was a way... So like my thought process is this. Oh, but I can do this. I'm an idiot. Why do I always forget about this? That didn't work. just cutting off there. I can do it with the box. So if I did that over here, took the fan plate. I don't know what taking the fan plate's gonna do for me. In fact, I don't think it'll do anything unless... What would doing the fan plate do for me? I mean, taking the fan plate off, Automod held a message, because it's a bad message by bad people. What can we do? This is just a clown fiesta that I have going on. It doesn't mean anything. Can I... Oh, I'm dumb. I can do this. Once again, I just like continuously forget. No, wait, that won't work, right? Oh no, it's fine to let it go. The other part of it up, so that's fine. Well, shit. Huh. This should work, right? Did I not? That's not me. Oh, it's because it's not aimed correctly. That is what's why. There. Kinda, sorta, not really, it looks like. Does the other one need to be the one that's on the box? No. What the fuck's the box for? Did we use the box for something? What the fuck was the box for? Did I use the box? Is the box just like... Didn't use it for anything. I decided on reflection to ignore the fact that your picture of how the world should work has more holes than Swiss cheese. In fact, just in case you do by some outside chance prove to be right, I'd like to sign up for the gang. If you're in charge of the Ark, who will be the first aboard when the floods come? What does one have to do to be valued above all others? Be a contributing person. You say that now, but wasn't it not too long ago you were claiming morality applied universally? Have you changed your mind, or are you just confused? You confuse me. Morality only applies when people are cooperating. Only applies when people are cooperating. I don't fucking know. Leave me alone, guy. I don't fuck. Still, it is a little mercenary, isn't it? What exactly do children or the severely disabled contribute to society? They contribute the same as everyone else. They have the potential to contribute. They contribute psychologically, not materially. Yeah, let's go with that one. That's a bit of a stretch, but let's suppose it's true. If someone with severe, incurable brain injury can be classed as contributing, mustn't we also include the cats that keep the rats at bay, or the buildings that keep us warm? Aren't your conditions now much too broad? Why don't you just eat my fucking dick, my guy? The conditions are broad, but that's how I like them. Eat my dick. I suppose the industrial slaughter of animals for meat is on a moral par with genocide, then? Would you really save a chihuahua just as soon as a fellow person? No. Well, animal lives are worth the same as any other conscious beings. No. That's not a, like, whatever, like, eat... Be a person. Should I be worried that one must have such particular and dubious psychological properties in order to qualify? Who decides who's a person and who isn't? Is a human infinite person? Yes. I don't really see how that can be true. The distinction we agreed to between persons and animals was that persons are more intelligent or more reasoning, but a human infant is no more smarter than your average chihuahua. How do you explain that? You can explain it by going and fucking yourself! Infants have the potential to become persons. Suppose they do, yes, but if your proposal is that the simple causal potential to become a person is sufficient to buy entry onto your arc of the moral elite, wouldn't that still include an awful lot of animals? No, animals have no potential to be persons. I beg to differ. Administer the right gene therapy to an Alsatian and has every potential to be a person. What the fuck's an Alsatian? Go I hate this fucking computer. You know what? Can I throw the computer in the water? No matter what is pre-existing genetic, but no, what matters is pre-existing genetic potential. I see. In that case, I can only infer that children born with genetic defects which prevent them from maturing into full persons have the same moral status as animals. Does that sound right? No, it sounds very wrong. So do you want to backtrack? I want you to fuck off! So do you want to backtrack, or do you want to keep making a fool of yourself? I'll make a fool of myself. Because I won't have you screw me out of my place on the winning side over some technicality about potentials. Who are... You know what? You're just a fucking... You know what? You don't... I don't like you anyway. You're just a cunt. Your ideas about potential are too narrow to see what I see. People are what matters, one way or another. Is that the sort of thing people say before a spot of ethnic cleansing? Well, my chances are looking poorer by the minute, aren't they? What do you reckon? Have I got the slightest hope of boarding the Ark? You're beyond saving. Go away. Just don't expect me to come quietly the day but you start putting the bad people in camps. You know, there's something about all this that doesn't add up to me. Best hope you work out what it is before I do. What? Yeah. Okay. That seems like a rude one to put on people. I saw this puzzle in 20 seconds. Get on with it. It's just like, hit him, just slap him in the mouth. Why don't you? Throne room. We have lasers, we have fans, and we have boxes. Okay, I can't go down there. There's our first laser. I was gonna say, what are you on? I have access to blue. What does that ultimately do for me, if anything? So if I can get, I should do red. Do I have access to red? I do. Okay, well, let's get off that big time. Huh? Damn it, I goofed it. Isn't there another one? Was there not? Is that it? No, can I not do both at the same time? Looks like it. Oh, wait, what about that one? Can I hit that? I think so. What if I can do this though, right? What is on the other side of this wall? This gets me a box, which in turn does what? Anything? There's a star up there. What does getting up here do for me? Anything? I sit upon my throne. I mean, I can use this now to hop back and forth, but I don't think that does anything. This room doesn't seem useful anymore. There's some way to get there. Is there something on the other side of this doorway? What is it shooting at? It's a red indicator on the other side of that door. How did I get that to work? So we have that beam. Is there a way to get our one beam? So this whole section, we have to get that beam off. Something like this, maybe? I don't think this will work, but it's worth a shot. What if I just like pop it? It doesn't just stop it, you know? If I come back here. There's nothing else that I can really see. Wait, can I jump on top of the gate? Like, is it just easy? Is it just infinitely easier in this particular instance to get the star? Yeah? Okay. Technically, this does give me access to one of the star rooms. Now, what a star room is, I don't know. Nor do I know, like, if there's one that'd be more helpful than another in this particular point. I don't suppose I can just... I can't, right? There's no way. There's no way, because there's, like, we need, like, these other little... I have to reset the puzzle. Okay, right, I have to reset the puzzle. I didn't really think about that. What happens if I just, like, hold back? Does it reset the star positioning? Or do I keep the star? Suppose I don't need to necessarily keep the star. Oh no, I probably do actually, because I need to... Yeah, never mind, I did need to do that. Cool. Okay, I have my box again. Game, what do I do with it? Box, 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 box. How can I get to that? That's a red one. We know that's a red one. But what we also know is that we can't get access to this doorway. We need to somehow is there a third one of these somewhere? I mean, there's our... Okay, there's a button there. That's probably where our block needs to go then. But... we need to route... We need to get in there. Right? So we need to disrupt the blue beam. But it's a matter of, do we figure out a way to disrupt the blue beam before or after access to this puzzle? even at the furthest left corner of this area, we get access to this room, which we don't need anymore, so it's not really helping us. Oh. This has such a weird fucking control scheme. I do not like it in the slightest. Like, in what worlds is, like, why is there not a way to properly... Oh, there is. I'm just hitting the wrong buttons. Okay, fair enough. I'm bad. I'm complaining about me being stupid and ignorant. It's fine. Nothing new. Oh my goodness. Can I put these away somewhere so I'm not hitting these? There. It's called Yes, You Can. Just stop complaining about being an idiot. And it's like, oh. Okay. So when push comes to shove, we're gonna need... How the fuck do I get that thing off? I need it off and this actually hitting. But it's a matter of chicken or egg. It's a matter of this fan or this laser being solved for first. And I'm really not sure. I don't see how else I could really disrupt. I'm really just kind of out of a loss. Like, there's got to be something I'm missing here. Obviously, because that's how puzzles work. Well, I did say it was going to be short, so I think I'm going to have to call it here. I did just kind of want to go and get some streaming in today, so hope you enjoyed some of our Talos. We are going to go right over into Maddie Rooster, who I believe is playing Legend of Zelda. Twilight Princess. So we're gonna go see what Maddie's up to. So once again, thank you for being here today. Hope you all enjoy the rest of your evening. And I guess have a good start to your week, since it is, in fact, Sunday. But yeah, hope everyone enjoys the rest of their evening, and have a good week. We should be back with this tomorrow. We'll see how it goes. We might play something else. I might need to take a bit of a puzzle break. We'll see how it goes. Or maybe I've tried to finish. Well, there's still so much more of this game left, isn't there? Because like there's these sections which will take me probably another, I don't know, maybe another day, and then there's also like the entire tower, depending on how that ends up working with it. I don't know how the two combine or two roll into one another, but yeah. Maybe I just take tomorrow to work on emotes or something. Maybe that's the plan. Maybe do something like that. But anyway, yeah, we're gonna raid into Maddie. Maddie's currently playing Twilight Princess, which is, in a way, Zelda games are somewhat puzzle games. And also, I want to go harass Maddie for a hot second because it's fun, and I was watching some of her VODs, so I want to go and harass her about that. See you all again soon.